Conservatives are melting down after the vote in a key House race has narrowed.
Oh no!
A batch of recently counted ballots, yes, they are still counting, in California's 13th congressional district, just gave Democrat Adam Gray a lead over the incumbent Republican John Durate by just over 100 votes. So very, very, very close. Every vote counted. All right. Now, I'm not saying every vote has been counted, but every vote does count, just to show you how close this race is. Now, if that lead holds, it would actually give Democrats their 215th seat in the House of Representatives, shrinking the Republican lead down to just a couple of seats. So, yeah, real close. Okay. Now, look, yes, it's going to make it harder for them to do some of the things that they can do, that they want to do. Okay. But not only that, but it also blows a giant hole into their claims of having been given a mandate by the American people, to do all the regressive policies that it turns out when you poll Americans on, they actually hate. Like, for example, they hate Project 2025. Only 6% approval, right? And yet, of course, they're like, no, we're going to do Project 2025 anyway. Well, good luck with that. Now, look, here's the thing. Trump did not win a majority of the national popular vote. Believe it or not, on election night, he actually had over 50% of the popular vote. However, the steady drip of late ballots, mainly from California, actually eroded his percentage to around 49.87%. Okay. And in Pennsylvania, the tipping point state that clinched the second term for Trump, turns out his margin of, over Harris was actually about 1.8%. Not exactly a landslide. Can't really claim a mandate off of that. That said, obviously a win is still a win. He's still going to be the next president of the United States. Republicans are still going to control all three branches of government. Okay. Nonetheless, the win is a teeny tiny one, a little itty bitty one. Okay. Not very big. And so anytime that they want to go on TV or wherever and claim, mandate, we were given a mandate. No, they weren't. Wasn't a mandate at all. Okay. Now, that said, the perception here, the messaging is very important to Republicans, okay, to kind of justify the things that they want to do to us, okay, the American people. And so not having this mandate, it hurts their messaging. And so that's why Marjorie Taylor Greene, for example, jumped up to basically accuse Democrats of, you guessed it, voter fraud. She writes this: Congressman John Duarte was winning, but after 22 days of counting ballots, he is now losing by 105 votes.
Oh no!
Democrats are stealing another House seat. Elections nationwide should be one-day paper ballots and require proof of citizenship with ID. Here's the thing. The reason that it takes so long to count the votes in California? Number one, it's huge. There's a lot of people that live there. Okay. And look, the state is one of 8 in the country, plus Washington, D.C., that actually sends out vote-by-mail ballots to all registered voters. Now, that, of course, is to increase turnout. Now, voting by mail takes more time to count because election officials have to do a lot of verification. They got to check for duplicate ballots, verify signatures, and sometimes even remake ballots that have been flattened, damaged, or marked improperly, according to the California Voter Foundation. California also allows until December 1st to cure problem ballots from voters who might have made a mistake. Maybe they forgot their signature. Maybe they signed in the wrong place. Maybe they didn't enclose their ballot in the proper envelope. County election officials also try to cure ballots with signatures that don't match a voter's original registration card. Oftentimes, in order to do that, they have to get a hold of that voter, set something up so that they can go and cure those ballots. Not only that, but under vote-by-mail rules in California, the state accepts postmarked ballots for about a week after election night, whereas in some states, such as Florida, do not accept them after polls close on election day. So those are some of the reasons why it takes so long to tally election results in California. That's not to say that they can't figure out a way to make it quicker. That would be nice. I mean, they could hire more people. That might help. And even allow some to opt out of vote by mail if they choose to. If they planned on going in person, they just be like, no, we're not going to do vote by mail, so don't even bother sending it out. All right. Or to allow people to, turn in mail ballots without the signed envelope at voting centers on election day. Okay. There are things that they could do. Those are just a couple of ideas. The point is, though, overall, verifying the vote and counting it takes time. It does. It takes time. The very thing that Republicans have been screeching about, you got to verify the vote. You got to make sure that there's no voter fraud going on. That is literally one of the very reasons that it's taken so long to count these votes. But of course, here's the problem. Facts don't matter when you're dumb. All right? It just doesn't. Now, speaking of dumb, other MAGA users on the site were quick to baselessly allege cheating. Quote, this is from one self-identified Trump supporter. Democrats need to go to prison for this. We can't have rampant cheating on elections and have civil society. Yes, prison. For maybe winning an election. Oh, okay, sure. Another said, F these welfare leeches. Pieces of crap. And the other word, though. Fun fact, 7 out of the 10 states most dependent on the federal government are red states. Who are the welfare leeches? I'm just saying. California, by the way, is the world's 5th largest economy, if it were its own country. If anything, California's taxpayers are actually floating welfare programs in red states. Just saying. The ones that are supported by federal dollars. All right, but anyway, and that's not to say that, we should get rid of those. No, I'm in favor of these welfare programs. It's just kind of ironic, that's all. That said, it's not to say that California does not have issues here, like not enough housing, the super high cost of living, et cetera, et cetera. But anyway, more responses. Adam Gray overtakes Representative Duarte by 105 votes in California 13. Writes, end wokeness. Pelosi's daughter is carrying ballots. Is she? Is she really?
Really?
No. No, there's no evidence of that. But again, there's nothing quite like unhinged election conspiracies from the right wing. Okay? That's all they got. That's all they got. They still won. And it's all they got. Here's the thing. If Democrats had the power to steal elections, then why did Donald Trump win? I mean, are you really telling people that Democrats have an I win button and yet only pushed it for like 2 races, including this one? Really? Is that your argument? If it is, it's pretty dumb. It's dumb. But let's be clear, though. All right. At the end of the day, a lot of the MAGA movement can be summed up simply as people getting angry at stuff they don't understand. Thank you for watching. If you enjoyed this video, please like, share, subscribe, hit the bell icon in order to get notified whenever a new video is released. And if you want to support independent, progressive media through this difficult time where it seems like everybody is shutting down, you can become a member on our YouTube page, you can become a subscriber on Facebook, or you can go to my Patreon. Patreon.com/Jeff Waldorf. Thank you.